Project Cars 2 is pure heaven for driving affectionados, but there's a real catch. PS4 and Xbox One gamers need to consider before buying, despite us comfortably saying it's one of the best racing games ever made. Bandai Namco. While it's a worthy race rival to Forza Motorsport 7 and Gran Turismo Sport, this race game tries so hard to be as authentic as possible and it nails it every time. But while it's a worthy race rival to Forza Motorsport 7 and Gran Turismo Sport, there's a real catch gamers need to consider before buying, despite my comfortably saying it's one of the best race games ever. And that is that the game is so hardcore, arguably more so than those other two series, that the casual player may well be turned off by its plethora of options, motors, tweaks and sheer detail. Project Cars 2 promises to take the franchise and its fans into a blistering new era of motorsport racing simulation. The sequel to the hugely popular 2015 original boasts 180 replica cars, each with their own handling, sounds and feel. It also has a mammoth 140 living track layouts across 63 varied tracks, more than any other race game on console, where you'll find painstaking work by developer Slightly Mad Studios to make each circuit like something out of the real world. Think impeccable weather recreations, lashing down rains, blistering sunsets, and a sense the track, whether it's ice, tarmac or dirt floors, alters each lap as your thundering motors pile down the field. Project Cars 2 is a motorsport racing simulator video game developed by Slightly Mad Studios, and the detail doesn't stop there. We've got 9 different motorsport disciplines going on in this title, from rallycross to ice racing, IndyCars to karts. It's a hugely diverse roster of modes to race in and gives the player plenty of value for money. Gameplay-wise, the driving is smooth and feels authentic. Each car has its own kinks and challenges. I found driving the high-end F1 types quite difficult at first as the steering was so sensitive. Whereas throwing around a kart was far easier as the wheels stuck far more to the track. It means every race across every discipline feels different. And that not only increases the longevity of Project Cars 2 but also brings with it a huge amount of addictiveness. But make no mistake, this is not an easy game. Casual gamers will struggle at first, and I fear the sheer detail to accuracy, both in the modes and menus and the sometimes complex driving itself, could see many a part-time gamer give up on the title altogether quickly. But for die-hard race game fans and those willing to stick out the early learning, this is an absolute joy of a game. The game modes are as detailed as the cars themselves. Offline you can customize a race against computer components to near infinite degrees. Weather, tracks, motors, everything is changeable. And if you're really into it, you can even enjoy a full-on 24-hour race elements. Overall, this is a fantastic race game. One you can endlessly tweak to your heart's content. It's super authentic, and sometimes I wish it had a slightly more arcadey feel because the detail is extremely minute and it can almost feel like a numbers game. Casual gamers may find it daunting. But for driving affectionados this is pure heaven. And the lifelike graphics, awesome joypad play and addictive racing are top-notch. Race out and buy a copy. The good photorealistic graphics, great handling across dozens of cars, huge depth in gameplay and options, addictive and has longevity. The bad, almost too detailed for casual gamers, may put them off, could do with a more arcadey feel at points. Related articles.